Thank you, Treasurer Magaziner. And our next speaker today is the Senate prime sponsor of this legislation, Senator Megan Coleman. She represents District 15, which represents Pawtucket and North Providence.
Good afternoon, everybody. Thank you, Chair Oyer, and thank you, Treasurer, for being here. My name is Megan Coleman. I represent District 15 in the State Senate, Pawtucket and North Providence. I am also a committed public transit rider. So before the pandemic, my route to work involved a ride on the R line from my home in Pawtucket, the MBT up to Boston, and then a T ride to my office. I do this for a few reasons. It's a long commute on public transit, but it's even longer in the car. Gas is expensive, my car is old, I care about the climate, traffic makes me extremely grumpy. Transit's a big part of how I live and a major feature of many of the lives of my constituents and people all over the state. And so very little could give me greater pleasure today than unveiling this plan to make RIPTA free in the state of Rhode Island, throughout the state of Rhode Island. This is an integral part of the Climate Jobs RI package, which is itself, as has been referenced, a historic collaboration between labor and environmental groups focused on social and economic justice and a rapid transition to a fossil-free economy. A few points here. Public transit is a public good. It is the glue that holds communities together. What's more, transportation-related issues make up about a third of the emissions in the Northeast. And so from both a climate perspective and a community perspective, transportation is a crucially important issue. And free transit is a crucial stepping stone towards many simultaneous and interconnected goals: environmental and social justice, emissions reductions, a healthy and thriving local economy. Having free public transit across our state will help rid the streets of congestion. Ideally, it will give a big boost to businesses. The French city of Dunkirk experienced up to an 85% increase in ridership on bus routes after they eliminated fares in 2018. Scrapping bus fares here would be a windfall to many of the families who spend a big chunk of their income on transportation. I believe that residents should be able to move freely around the state regardless of whatever income bracket they are in. This is also an issue of racial justice. The U.S. has historically neglected public transportation systems, leaving inadequate funding aside that leaves low-income communities, communities of color, and people living with disabilities without dependable transportation. And as Treasurer Magaziner said, free RIPTA is only the first step, right? But free transit is one of the many policies that can help address racial inequality in northeastern cities and in states like ours that still have a strong legacy of segregation. And as Rhode Island continues to experience the economic effects of COVID, this is a key aspect of building back better. And I'm looking forward to the day when anyone can step on, step off, as is convenient to them. I am looking forward to the improvements in service, to the expansions into new service areas, and to making existing transit easier to use, which are all priorities of Rhode Island's newly minted Transit Master Plan. And last year, Kansas City became the first major U.S. city to make public transit free. We will be making history by doing this statewide, the first state in the country to make this bold move. Everyone in Rhode Island benefits when everyone can move around freely. Thank you so much.